Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. The Carabao Cup semi-final first leg brings a proper London derby to Stamford Bridge on Wednesday evening, the 14th of January 2026, as Chelsea host Arsenal with a spot in the Wembley final up for grabs. The winners will face either Newcastle or Manchester City in the showpiece on the 16th of March. For the Gunners, who sit 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League, this tie represents a cracking chance to end their 6-year wait for silverware, whilst Liam Rosenior takes charge of his first home match as Chelsea boss in stepping in, fresh from a convincing 5-1 FA Cup romp at Charlton. The Blues remain a bit of an unknown quantity under the new gaffer, but with meticulous prep for the league leaders, expect a side desperate to make a statement in this toughest of tests. Arsenal arrive in fine fettle, unbeaten in their last 9 across all competitions and boasting a clinical 4-1 FA Cup win over Portsmouth, where Gabriel Martinelli bagged a sharp hat-trick. Mikel Arteta's lads will fancy their chances of nicking a vital away goal, with Victor Gyökeres likely leading the line alongside Bukayo Saka and Martinelli, backed by the control of Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Ødegaard in midfield. Chelsea, meanwhile, are set to mix youth and experience in a 4-2-3-1, though injuries and doubts over the likes of Cole Palmer, Reece James and others could force some tweaks. Recent clashes have been tight and cagey affairs, often ending level at the bridge, so a cautious scrap full of intensity and needle feels on the cards. Prediction: Chelsea 1-1 Arsenal, all to play for in the return at the Emirates. Martin Ødegaard speaks out about Chelsea vs Arsenal. Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, a proper London derby awaits at Stamford Bridge. The Carabao Cup semi-final first leg delivers a classic London derby this Wednesday evening, the 14th of January 2026, as Chelsea welcome Arsenal to Stamford Bridge with a place in the Wembley final firmly on the line. The winners of this two-legged tie will progress to face either Newcastle or Manchester City in the showpiece on the 16th of March. For Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, sitting pretty 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League, this clash represents a brilliant chance to end their 6-year trophy drought and finally get their hands on some silverware. Liam Rosenior takes charge of his first home match as Chelsea manager since stepping into the hot seat, fresh from a thumping 5-1 FA Cup win away at Charlton Athletic. The Blues remain a bit of a puzzle under the new gaffer, mixing youth and experience, but facing the league leaders in consecutive fixtures will provide the toughest examination yet. Rosenior has stressed meticulous preparation for Arsenal from the very first day, so expect a side hungry to make a real statement on home turf. Arsenal arrive in cracking form, unbeaten in their last 9 matches across all competitions and coming off a clinical 4-1 FA Cup victory over Portsmouth, where Gabriel Martinelli helped himself to a clinical hat-trick. The Gunners travel south full of confidence, desperate to nick a valuable advantage ahead of the return leg at the Emirates. With serious bids still alive in both the Premier League and Champions League, Arteta's men will fancy their chances of stealing a crucial away goal in this high-stakes encounter. Team news is far from straightforward for the hosts. Chelsea are without Levi Colwill and Romeo Lavia, while Moises Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Reece James and Malo Gusto are all carrying knocks and listed as doubtful. Marc Cucurella returns from a one-match suspension, and fringe players such as Facundo Buonanotte, Jamie Gittins and Marc Guiu caught the eye in the weekend cup win. A recall for several first-team regulars looks on the cards as Rosenior looks to balance freshness with strength. Arsenal captain Martin Ødegaard has spoken ahead of the much-anticipated semi-final, underlining the importance of the team selection and preparation. "We know how tough it will be at Stamford Bridge against a Chelsea side under new management, but we've prepared well as a group. The team selection is strong, everyone is ready to give everything in this massive London derby, and we're excited to go there and perform," he said, highlighting the squad's focus and belief in the chosen 11. Defensive concerns remain for the visitors, with Riccardo Calafiori, Christian Mosquera and Piero Hincapié unavailable, though promising youngster Miles Lewis-Skelly could feature at left-back. Kai Havertz made a cameo from the bench against Portsmouth but is unlikely to start. Victor Gyökeres is set to lead the line once more, flanked by Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli in what promises to be a dangerous front three. Chelsea are expected to line up in a 4-2-3-1, Robert Sanchez in goal, a back four likely featuring Gusto, if fit, Fofana, Chalobah and Cucurella, Santos and James holding in midfield, with Estevao, Fernandes, and Neto supporting lone striker Liam Delap. This blend of experience and youth will hope to catch Arsenal cold in the opening stages. Arsenal, also in a 4-2-3-1, should field David Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Zubimendi, Rice, Ødegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli. Arteta will almost certainly go with a near full-strength side, trusting his key men to dictate the tempo and perhaps grab that all-important away goal. Recent meetings between the two sides have been tight and low-scoring affairs, with Arsenal winning 2 of the last 5 and the other 3 ending in draws. Chelsea are yet to taste victory in that sequence. Fixtures at Stamford Bridge have frequently finished level in recent seasons, and with both managers expected to adopt a measured approach in this first leg, a cagey, intense tactical battle full of needle looks the most likely outcome. Prediction: Chelsea 1-1 Arsenal, everything still very much to play for in the return leg at the Emirates. Moises Caicedo hit with suspension blow as Declan Rice warning issued ahead of Arsenal clash. Chelsea have been dealt a proper blow ahead of Wednesday's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, with key midfielder Moises Caicedo ruled out of the match through suspension. The Ecuador international picked up his second yellow card of the competition in the quarter-final win over Cardiff, meaning he'll sit out the crunch tie on the 14th of January, 2026. It's a massive miss for the Blues as they look to gain an edge in this two-legged London derby, with the winners advancing to face either Newcastle or Manchester City in the Wembley final next month. The suspension stems from Caicedo's booking for sarcastically applauding the referee during the Cardiff tie, adding to an earlier caution against Wolves earlier in the run. While he'll be back for the return leg at the Emirates, Chelsea boss Liam Rosenior will have to shuffle his pack in midfield without one of his most energetic and combative players. It's another headache for a side already dealing with doubts over several stars, but it opens the door for others to step up in what promises to be a fiery occasion. Former Chelsea midfielder John Obi Mikel has issued a clear warning to Caicedo about keeping his cool in big games, especially against Arsenal. Mikel reckons the comparisons with Declan Rice can sometimes get under the lad's skin, firing him up too much, as seen in a previous heated encounter at the Bridge where Caicedo ended up seeing red. Let's not fire up Caicedo, because we saw what happened last time, Mikel said, urging the Ecuadorian to stay calm and learn from past mistakes to avoid more disciplinary grief. Mikel was full of praise for both midfielders, calling them fantastic and superb for their clubs this season. He highlighted Declan Rice's brilliant form for Arsenal, where the England international has stepped up massively, carrying the team with his ball carrying, game control, and knack for chipping in with goals. Rice has elevated his game to another level since leaving West Ham, making him a pivotal figure in Mikel Arteta's setup as they chase silverware across multiple fronts. On the flip side, Mikel rates Caicedo highly too, loving his aggression, play-breaking ability, and energy in the Chelsea engine room. Caicedo's been absolutely brilliant for us, he added, but stressed the need for better emotional control to get the best out of his talents. With Caicedo sidelined for the first leg, the midfield battle won't feature the direct Rice versus Caicedo showdown that many pundits fancied, but it still leaves Arsenal's Rice with a freer hand to dictate play against whoever Rosenior throws in. The absence could shift Chelsea's approach in their expected 4-2-3-1 setup, perhaps seeing more responsibility fall on the likes of Santos or other options to shield the back four. Arsenal, meanwhile, will likely go full strength with Rice anchoring alongside Martin Zubimendi and Martin Ødegaard, trusting the Englishman to boss the tempo and support the front three of Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli. It's a chance for Arteta's men to exploit any gaps and nick that vital away goal. This London derby has always carried plenty of needle, and Caicedo's suspension adds extra spice to the narrative. Recent clashes have been tight, low-scoring affairs, often ending in draws at the Bridge, and both managers will probably play it cagey in the opener to keep things finely balanced for the second leg. Chelsea will be desperate to hold firm without their midfield enforcer, while Arsenal fancy their chances of taking control. Mikel's words serve as a timely reminder for Caicedo to channel his fire positively when he returns for the return fixture. In the meantime, the focus switches to how Chelsea adapt without him against one of the league's form sides. With Arsenal unbeaten in their last 9 and sitting pretty at the top of the table, the Gunners will arrive full of belief. Prediction-wise, it still feels like a classic cautious scrap. Intensity, limited chances, and a share of the spoils the likeliest outcome. Chelsea 1-1 Arsenal look spot on, everything still to play for up North London way. Come on you Blues, or up the Gunners, depending on your colours. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!